And Ginobili now top of the key. Duncan with a screen for Ginobili to the wing right side. And Anderson kicks to Splitter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Splitter's got his first 2 points of the night. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Gay outside. The pass to Skinny. Oh, that's blocked. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Great job taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
2 shots. And Cousins drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Duncan, a screen. Joseph dishes to Duncan. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Joseph. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite. True. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Screen by Cousins. Skinny. Sacramento again missing.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
Here's Joseph. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
The Kings have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Kings lead by 3.
And with the Spurs in the playoffs, you can't even begin to think about a postseason without the Spurs being involved. Only 4 absences since 1976. That's incredible.
Pass to Duncan. Puts it up from 7. No good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio. Pass to Skinny from deep. And another 3 for Sacramento.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Spurs trail by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Splitter kicks to Ginobili. Ginobili left side. 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Here's Skinny. Stolen by Joseph. In transition, here come the Spurs. Joseph leading the charge. Out to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. This is to Ginobili. Kicks to Joseph. 3-pointer. Goes up again. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Tiago Splitter.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, And I think that's part of the genius of Popovich. Well, Tim Duncan.
It's go.
Here's Mills. 5 points in the game. For the tie. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Kings lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. And if a get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring. And I'm over best because I got it going on.
And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, huge.
Yep, no question.
On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, we've got Boris Diaw. Green is out there with Mills. Then it's Bonnet. And it's Bellinelli in at the small forward. Collison, the pass to Skinny. Rebound San Antonio. Next up for them is going to be the Suns. That'll be at the U.S. Airways Center. Mills with it, picked up by Collison. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Diaw, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Green. Ripped away. And now the Kings, fast break. Here's Skinny, and he gets it to go. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Kings.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cousins comes in for Plumlee, and it's Evans in for Casper. San Antonio also making some changes. Splitter comes in for Bonnet, and it's Joseph in for Patty Mills. That's a 2 from Bellinelli, and that one comes up a bit short.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Feeds to Splitter. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Green. Drops in the layup for 2. Here is Skinny. The kick out to Collison. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. And they take the lead. And the Spurs lead by 1. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Their high-energy defensive effort for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
And the Kings making a change here. McLemore's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Duncan, he's checked in for Diaw. Anderson comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Gay with the block. Anderson dishes to Joseph. Splitter passes to Anderson. And Joseph kicks to Splitter. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Not as good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Skinny.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Now, here's Joseph, guarded closer. He kicks it to Anderson. They're running. Here's Skinny.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Just absolute domination in this one for Skinny. 22 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. You guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
Now, here's Joseph. Duncan kicks to Ginobili. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Duncan. He used that pick to perfection. And that's 13 points for Joseph. The Kings trail by 3. Here is Skinny. Screen by Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And the foul on Skinny. That's foul number 2 for him. Left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Joseph. Joseph's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Skinny. Hits the 3-point bomb. Skinny's got 26.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Ginobili dishes to Joseph. Here's Duncan, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Ginobili kicks to Joseph. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Gabe. To the left wing. Here's Skinny. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And Joseph kicks to Duncan. The feed to Joseph. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Anderson. That one rolling around and wins out. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Skinny. Count it!
That bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop can seal the deal.
Seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Joseph, covered by Skinny. Joseph, the pass to Ginobili. Oh, missed it.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Skinny.